Over the years, when Care Visions have been setting up their services, it's been purposeful, that it's been rural. I think the setting usually adds to trying to create the kind of therapeutic environment and, you know, the kind of peaceful setting that we try and have in most of our services. Not all of the services are on working farms. Some of them are, you know, just kind of smaller cottages, and I think the kind of character of the building, I think the homely environment that you can recreate with some of the older buildings really helps as well. This service in particular, we've got 4 very long-term children at the minute who we've had for anything up to 5.5 years. I think being able to provide long-term care to children and that stickability, even, you know, when things are really difficult or things at times can feel, you know, as if they've maybe been unmanageable, I think it's really important to the children to have somewhere that they are able to be supported for longer periods of time to minimise placement breakdowns and to get that kind of sense of familial living, although it's not a family, but to get a sense of safety and for somewhere that they can belong to and, you know, somewhere that they can call home. I think it's really important that the young people are included and involved in their day-to-day care. I think particularly, you know, when it comes to even the basic things, that for them to feel part of something or to take ownership for where they live, you need to be continually speaking to them and seeking their views. At Lettre Farm we do that through a number of ways. We have quite clear guidance on involving young people in their care plans and involving young people in how we run the service and how we involve the young people in developing the service. So we would do that through monthly meetings. We have kind of key work sessions, where they would review their care plans and they would review their sanctuary care plans, and they would have involvement in how they think things should progress in their plans or how things can be improved in their plans. We have fortnightly team meetings as a staff group, but prior to the team meetings we also have fortnightly young people's meetings where the young people will set their own agenda, they chair and minute their own meetings, and they will make proposals for changes or for any kind of development in the service, and we'll take that back to the staff meeting, we'll discuss that, and then there's always a kind of feedback session after that so that the young people can see results or can see outcomes for that as well. As well as the young people having lived here for a long time, we've got quite an established staff group here in Lettre Farm as well. The majority of the staff now have been with us for, you know, up to 10 years. And I think that through having longer term children here, that's really supported the children in managing to maintain the placement for a longer period of time as well, because they have the consistency of relationships and I suppose the consistency of knowing the staff for a longer period of time as well, and being able to build up, you know, kind of trust and that feeling of safety that we try and promote in the service at all times. I think what adds to that as well is that there's quite high staffing ratios. We have 3 staff on for 4 young people at any one time. Although one member of staff kind of goes home at night, the other 2 staff members sleep over. So the people generally, and the concept behind that is the people that put the kids to bed at night, get them up and get them organised and out for school in the morning, then there's a changeover of staff and that kind of just repeats itself again. I think that consistency in the young people's placement is really important, and it's important for them to be able to have somewhere that they feel safe in and have somewhere that they're able to kind of put down roots. I think particularly when they are of an age where they're at high school, you know, for a lot of children here, that they're not having that upheavally different placement moves, but they're also able to maintain consistency in their education as well. I think along the same lines of stability, I think that when they're actually living in the service, and I think something that we find or feel that's really important in the service is that we're consistently delivering the same level of care to the children as well, so that, you know, everything's predictable and feels quite safe to them. Therefore, they're able to, they know what's expected of them. They've got expectations of us, and equally we've got expectations of them. They know the routines of the house, they know the boundaries, they know what it is that we're trying to do and why we're trying to do that. And ultimately, you know, the message that we kind of try to send to the young people is that this creates safety, this routine creates safety, and that it's really, really important for them.